Hey guys, Evander here back with another review, and today we're back in that Model Y Juniper, and I'm going to be showing you how easy it is to use and install this little miniature fridge that sits in the back right underneath the rear display. As you can see, it holds maybe about 4 cans comfortably, so just about one for everybody in the Juniper. And it heats and cools, which I have not seen one that heats. So it's not just a mini fridge, it's kind of a mini oven. Specification said up to 122 degrees Fahrenheit and 41 degrees on the lower end to cool. So a little jealous. I wish my Cybertruck fridge would heat and cool. But the owner is very excited to get this installed. He's been looking forward to this when I told him it is on the way. But yeah, this one is from TesLaunch. Thank you guys so much for sending this over for review. And if you guys are interested, use my affiliate code REDNAVE. It's going to save you 10% off this or anything else from TesLaunch. Again, link in the description below. So let me show you this a bit up close, and then we'll do a very quick, less than 5-minute install. The door does not automatically open when you push the button. You do have, it just releases the little locking mechanism there. So you do have to push and then pull. This is just friction held in there. It's got some little grippy bits on the sides, and you can slide that in or take it out if you want. But yeah, I'll be sure to load up some cans and see how many we can fit in there. But yeah, installation super easy. They gave you the little dongle here that will insert into the power of the unit, and then the other end is going to stick into your Juniper's USB-C port to power it. So you don't need any weird modification of the wiring in your Juniper. This literally is just going to be plug and play. We've got these little screw knobs that's going to attach to this bracket here. The bracket has a little lip that's going to notch its way into the trim, which I'll show you in a second. That will then be attached to the fridge with the knobs. So very simple, a few parts to deal with. Underneath here, there is a little ventilation fan, a couple little feet. Looks like they have a little bit of suspension too, so you can not worry about if you have a mat or not. It's got some wiggle room, and hopefully that reduces the bouncing. So fridge has suspension. That's really cool. Alrighty, let's get to the install. This shouldn't take much time at all. All right, before we install the fridge, we got to put this little bracket in place. Uh, in an earlier review, I've installed these sort of rubbery liners on the bottom. I'm not sure if those will interfere, but we'll find out in a sec. So we're going to take that little lip, to be facing up. I'm going to place it right where these two kind of pieces of the trim meet. And let's see if I can get in there. No, it doesn't feel like it. All right, I'm going to have to peel this liner back just a bit. And there we go. Push it straight in. You'll feel it kind of grip. And it's just notched underneath there. Now I'm going to put this liner back. Oh, good. All right, those guys are friendly. This is in there nice and good. What I'm worried about in a moment is he's got this faux carbon fiber trim around his display, and it sticks off of that display for quite a bit, especially around the port, which I need for the USB-C dongle. I already can tell it's not going to work. So we have a conflicting accessory here. I asked the owner, what should I do? He says, it's adhered on there. It's might even peel off the screen protector he's got on there. So I'm going to try and avoid removing this faux carbon fiber. And as a workaround, I'm going to use a cable. And that's going to be able to power the fridge. Might not look as pretty as you guys, but yeah, if you've got a weird cover around your display, just keep in mind it might get in the way. You might need to remove it or use a extension cable like I am going to do. So I'm going to get the fridge. We're just going to scooch it up and into place. And I've got my little twisty screws, and you just twist these things on, and oh my gosh, it's one of the easiest of installs. Twist that on. Now that fridge is very secure. It's not going to go flying if you go into a launch mode. This is the part where if you don't have this thing on there, just insert that into the top and then pop that into the USB-C port. Since he's got this carbon fiber in the way, I'm going to take an extension cable, and we're just going to use this for the purposes of this video. And you saw it blink there. It has power. Try and tuck this away, make it a little more presentable for you. So to turn this thing on, just hold the power button for a couple seconds. If you want Celsius and Fahrenheit, the trick is to hold power and minus for several seconds. Now it's in Celsius, so that's the default. So us Americans, we like our Fahrenheit. So again, just hold power and the minus button, and it'll change between Celsius and Fahrenheit. So if you want to go back and forth between cold, which is illuminated, and hot, just hold for 2 seconds. Now it's on hot. Let's see how high this goes. 122 is how high it wants to go. We hop back over to cold. Goes down. Looks like it's stopping at 44 with our ambient temperature. So again, to open this, push the button to release the lock, and then just pull one of the sides. This does have a nice kind of faux leathery texture. It's really high quality, actually. So let me grab some cans, and we'll see how many we can fit in there. But I'm just going to unplug this for now, since I won't be here long enough to even see how cold they get. I will take their word for it that it can cool and heat to the temperatures they have described. All right, we got some tests here. Just got a typical bottle. I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah, no. So sorry guys, if you're trying to get some brewskis in there, ain't gonna work with a bottle. A can, that seems to work great. Got a couple other cans. Yep, these skinny ones also work fantastic. So see if they can go sideways. Oh, I'd probably be able to fit 3 of those skinny cans. Perfect. So you can fit, depending on the size of your cans, I could probably fit 3 on top. Ooh, it's smaller on the bottom than the top. Yep. So maybe 5 cans if you've got some of these skinnier type of cans. Alrighty guys, that does it for this review. Super easy install. Very pleased with the form and function of this little fridge slash oven. Not sure what I would heat necessarily if I had this option. Soup, maybe some leftovers that you want to eat later. I don't know. You want to bake something? Cookies, warm cookies would be good actually. Anyways, use your imagination for what you could heat or cool with this. Again, refrigerator. I don't know what else to call it because it does more than just refrigerate. But if you're interested, link in the description below. Don't forget to use RedKnave to save 10% off of the fridge. Help support the channel as well. Alrighty guys, until next time, I will see you soon in the next video. Take care.